श्रीवासुदेव विमलामृतधाम वासं नारायणं नरकतारणनामधेयम् श्यामं सितं द्विभुजमेव चतुर्भुजं च त्वं भक्तिधर्मतनयं शरणं प्रपद्ये। सहजानंद स्वामी महाराज की जय। हरि कृष्ण महाराज की जय। स्वामीनारायण भगवान की जय। First of all, heartiest welcome and Jai Swaminarayan to each and every one of you present in this evening satsang. To all parents, all our Gurukul team members, or Gurukul alumni, students, Jai Swaminarayan. As you know that on 20th June 2023, there is a auspicious day of Rath Yatra. And on the day of Rath Yatra, we are celebrating the Founders Day. Same day was the birthday of our Shastriji Maharaj, Sri Dharmajivan-dasji Swamiji. So we are going to celebrate as the Gurukul Founders Day. So it was the wish of our elder Swamiji that the legendary life of Shastriji Maharaj should be conveyed to our parents, our students. So, by the wish of our elder Swamiji, today we are going to present some of the inspirations from the life of our Shastriji Maharaj Sri Dharmajivan-dasji Swamiji. The life of Shastriji Maharaj was full of inspiration. Full of inspiration. So, today we are going to chant, the legend of Supreme Mission of Supreme Lord. Shastriji Maharaj was such a legendary saint who initiated the supreme mission of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan. So it is very necessary to know that how was his life. It is not only the intelligence, it is not only the talent, it is not only the skill that initiates the supreme mission. It is the quality of life, quality of values and sanskar within the personality that initiates the supreme mission. So let us start and chant the inspirations from the life of Shastriji Maharaj. So Shastriji Maharaj was fearless since childhood. Let me tell you one small story of Shastriji Maharaj, that he stood unwavering for his correct answer. The story was something like once when Shastriji Maharaj was studying in his village school, the village of Shastriji Maharaj was Taravda, right, in Gujarat. So today also in Taravda village there is a big Gurukul, Sri Swaminarayan Gurukul, and right now more than 3,000 students are studying over there in Taravda Gurukul. So Shastriji Maharaj was studying over there in 4th standard. So once upon a time, from Amreli education, some officer, examiner, they came to visit that school. And they were visiting each and every classes, and they were asking different questions, and they were checking the analytic skills and reasoning skills of the students. Meanwhile, they came to the class of Arjan. Childhood name of Shastriji Maharaj was Arjan. Actually, Arjan is the folk name, but the original and source name is Arjun. From the Arjun, it has become Arjan. Actually, Shastriji Maharaj also was the Arjun of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan. Like how Arjun has fought for the mission of Lord Sri Krishna, similarly, Shastriji Maharaj has dedicated and sacrificed his life energy for the mission of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan. So ultimately, Shastriji Maharaj also was Arjun, and by chance, by luck, his name also is Arjun. But in childhood, everybody used to call him as Arjun. So, as this examiner entered inside the class, he asked many questions, but Arjun has given very wonderful answers. At last, This examiner, he thought that let me ask one tricky question, and he asked this tricky question. And even I want to ask this question to all of you. If you can buy 0.75 pounds of butter for 0.75 cents, then how much butter can you buy for $4? This is the question, and I request everyone, you have to post the answer in the chat box. I think many parents, many maths teachers, our students are present here. So this question was asked over Shastriji Maharaj. I will say the answer afterwards, but before that, I want to know that what is the answer. Yes, I am opening the chat box, and I request everyone try this question and answer in the chat box. I am checking the chat box. What is the answer of this? Still, I am keeping it on the screen so you can understand. If you can buy 0.75 pounds of butter for 0.75 cents, then how much butter can you buy for $4? For $4, how much butter you can buy? Yes, nobody's trying yet. Yes, come on, everyone. At least you should try. This is the small test in satsang. Everybody is smiling but not trying. Yes, 3,000 pound. Okay, okay. Congratulations for the try. Well tried. Still waiting for some other responses. So likewise, as this question was announced, so other students they also started to calculate, and afterwards, all of them said a single answer. That was oh, Akash Sakhi. Yes, 3 pounds. Everybody were saying that 3 pounds. But Shastriji Maharaj raised his hand and said that no, 4 pounds. Only Shastriji Maharaj was having different answer, and other all students were having different answer. So you just imagine a fourth standard boy when he is standing different, he's standing apart from the group. How does he feel? Isn't it? So that examiner he asked to Arjun that Arjun, are you sure that you are saying is the correct answer? Arjun said yes, this is what the correct answer. But see, all the students are telling that 3 pounds, right? Kulla sir, 4. Okay. So, but you are saying that 4 pounds. How is that possible? How did you calculate this? Then Arjun has given calculation that when 0.75 cents equals 0.75 pounds, following the same logic, $1 equals 1 pound, then $4 equals 4 pound. With this calculation, he has answered, and that examiner was very much pleased that you are absolutely right and congratulations. That time he has predicted that he will become, wherever field he will go, he will become a great leader in his life and intelligent person in his life. Do you know in our school also, Gurukul also sometimes students are having knowledge, but what they are not having is confidence. And confidence matters, not how much knowledge you have. In interview also, when sometimes students are appearing for the interview, interviewer actually doesn't want your answer. He wants how do you answer? With confidence, with confusion, with shame. How do you answer? Actually, he wants to know your response, your reactions, your confidence. So here, Shastriji Maharaj has proven his legendary quality, and that is fearless. Shastriji Maharaj was fearless since childhood. There are so many stories, which is inspirational stories for the students. Sometimes we can take that special session also, that ideal student based on the life of Shastriji Maharaj. So many stories are there, but right now just I am taking one. And in spiritual context also, fearlessness is the very first quality of a spiritual person. If you are on the spiritual journey, You should experience that fearlessness from the bad people. If you are fearing from the wrong people, that means there is something wrong within you, there is something weak within you. So that was the first quality. Now, inspiration number two, that is embraced brahmacharya from childhood. This is amazing story. My dear devotees, such kind of stories and such level of brahmacharya and such quality of brahmacharya, you may not find anywhere else. So, what was the story? So, once upon a time, Balmukund Swami came to Taravada. There was a small Swaminarayan temple. So, this Arjan and his friends like Dano Bharwad and Umed Sangh, they came to temple and they had darshan of Balmukund Swamiji. The very first time Arjan had darshan of Balmukund Dasji Swamiji, Arjan got that deep affection for Balmukund Dasji Swamiji. And what does it show? Sometimes in Gurukul also, some students, when they meet Swamiji, they will, have that deep affection with Swamiji like mother, like their parents. What does it show? What does it indicate? It indicates a similarity, like-mindedness, spirituality. Even we all Swamijis, when we were studying in Gurukul, we also have experienced the same affection with the saints. So here Arjun also got that deep affection. Afterwards, Balmukund Swamiji went away. But Arjun is missing Balmukund Swamiji a lot. So after few days, Arjun thought that no, now I want to go and I want to have darshan of Balmukund Dasji Swamiji. I cannot live without darshan of Balmukund Dasji Swamiji. So Arjun called his friends, as his friends also were so loyal and so true friends to Arjun. Once upon a time, one student asked one question to Swamiji, that Swamiji, how can we get the friend like Lord Krishna? So Swamiji answered wonderfully that you become Arjun, Lord Krishna will come to you. Similarly, if we are good, then definitely good people will come to us. Good friends will get attracted towards us. So this Dano Parwad and Umed Sangh, they said that Arjun, you tell, what do you want? We are with you. Arjun said that we want to go to Bagasra. From Taravda to Bagasra, it is around 20 to 25 kilometers distance. Right? That time there was no any bike, there was no any car, nothing. They have to go by walk or they have to go by bullock cart. So, anyways, if Arjun will go to take permission from their parents, then parents will not say that okay, you go for the darshan of Swamiji. So, without permission, Arjun and his two friends they started walking towards Bagasra. And without taking anything with them, they did not take any food also. And without any water, food, they are walking and going. The moment they reached, after crossing, traveling 25 years, they reached Bagasra. And when they went to the Swaminarayan temple, they asked another Swamiji that, is there Balmukundasji Swamiji? We came for darshan. So that younger Swamiji will be there. Swamiji said that no, Swamiji went to another village, Hadiyat. So once again, Arjun, Dano, and Umed Sangh they started traveling towards another village. Now they all are too much exhausted, too much exhausted. Can you imagine 25 kilometers by walk? It's not a short distance. It's a big journey and by walk. And these are just fifth standard boys, right? So now what to do? Anyways, they were walking, but Dano and Umed Sangh they tired anyhow. They came across one water well and they had water, and again they started. Meanwhile, they saw one bullock cart. So immediately Dano and Umed Sangh said that Arjun, let us go. That bullock cart is going, and we can sit in that bullock cart. We can take a lift and we can reach to Hadiyat. Hadiyat is the name of village. So this Arjun, Dano and Umed Sangh, they reached to that bullock cart. Immediately, Dano and Umed Sangh, they jumped in the bullock cart and said to that bullock cart driver that we want to go to Hadiyat. Can you please give us leave? Anyways, those people were very good. They said, okay, yes, you can sit in the bullock cart. But Arjun did not sit in that bullock cart. Why? Dano requested that Arjun, you also come and sit in the bullock cart. But Arjun did not sit in the bullock cart. Arjun kept his eyes down and he is walking without speaking anything. That bullock cart driver also said, Arey, my dear son, please come and sit in the bullock cart. This is hot and you are so thirsty already, you are tired. why don't you want to sit in the bullock cart? Then Arjun said that, Uncle, please forgive me. Actually, I cannot sit in the bullock cart. He said, why? Actually, there is an auntie sitting in the bullock cart. There is a woman sitting in the bullock cart. I cannot sit in the bullock cart. Can you imagine what was the age of Shastriji Maharaj? The moment he got the thoughts that I want to become a saint, I want to become Swamiji, I want to live such a sannyasi life, at the same moment, he also decided that I will not connect anywhere with any other woman. And my dear devotees, Shastriji Maharaj used to say that the day I became mature enough to understand all this, since that time, I never touch any woman of this world except my mother. This is not ordinary thing. Entire 86 years of life, Shastriji Maharaj did not touch any woman knowingly, unknowingly, except mother. How far it is, So this is what the prosperous heritage of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan, that such kind of great, pure saints, have life under the refuge of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan. So he embraced brahmacharya since childhood, that I won't sit on that bullock cart because there is a lady. It was not a disrespect to them, but it was discipline. It was not disrespect for any woman. It was a discipline for brahmacharya, right? So now next inspiration is he earned abundant amount of blessings of Narayan Das Ji Swamiji. Actually, after this, he met Bal Mukund Das Ji Swamiji, and Bal Mukund Das Ji Swamiji blessed him. Afterwards, he said that Swamiji, I want to become Swamiji around 7 times. How many times? 7 times Shastriji Maharaj ran away from the house to become Swamiji. You might have heard or you might have read in the newspaper that some youngsters, they fled away from their house for their love affairs, right? You might have heard that some students ran away from hostel to their home. Likewise, we hear the incidents. Have you ever heard such incident that a boy, for the sake of God, for the love of God, he ran away from his own house? That was Shastriji Maharaj. For 7 times he left his home and he went to become Swamiji. Anyhow, once again his father will come and he will bring him back and he will beat him very hard. Even though this little Arjun did not give up his sankalpa to become Swamiji. Afterwards, when 7th time this happened, then Akashvani happened. Do you know Akashvani? Akashvani is the divine voice of the God. Akashvani happened. The voice came from the sky to his father and said that, please leave him because he is not born to live a worldly life. He has born to lead the supreme mission of Supreme God. So please leave him. The moment this Akashvani happened, then his father, he realized that, okay, now this son is not mine. This son belongs to God. And then he gave permission to his son. And with that permission, Shastriji Maharaj became Bhagat. Afterwards, he became Swamiji. And he got a new name, Shastriji Maharaj, Sri Dharma Jivan Das Ji Swamiji. He got a new name, Sri Dharma Jivan Das Ji Swamiji. But afterwards, what happened? The guru of Shastriji Maharaj was Purani Gopinath Das Ji Swamiji. But after 3 to 4 years, Purani Gopinath Das Ji Swamiji went to Akshardham. So now, at the little age, at the small age, Shastriji Maharaj became orphan actually. As a Shishya, he became orphan because he has no guru. But now he himself, he thought that after my Guru Gopinath Das Ji Swamiji, there is only one Swamiji who is Narayan Das Ji Swamiji. He is elder saint and he is like a god saint. So I want to serve Narayan Das Ji Swamiji. Since that time, Shastriji Maharaj has channelized his all effort, all actions to please Narayan Das Ji Swamiji. So how he used to do seva of Narayan Das Ji Swamiji, he used to please Narayan Das Ji Swamiji with so many sevas. But here I would like to mention that one single seva that is very, very emotional, very touching. You know, till now you might have not heard such kind of seva of Narayan Das Ji Swamiji. So the age of Narayan Das Ji Swamiji was around 80 years. Swamiji was very elder. So when Swamiji sleeps, so in midnight, Narayan Das Ji Swamiji has to go to bathroom. And Swamiji's body was so weak, so Swamiji needs support of somebody. So Shastriji Maharaj used to sleep beside Narayan Das Ji Swamiji. The moment Narayan Das Ji Swamiji will wake up, see what is written here. The moment Narayan Das Ji Swamiji will wake up and he will keep down his leg from the bed, Shastriji Maharaj used to say that my hand gets into the hand of Narayan Das Ji Swamiji. Before Narayan Das Ji Swamiji keep his hand on the floor, my hand will go in the hand of Narayan Das Ji Swamiji. Can you imagine how much emotional connection will be there? This is called Atma Buddhi, and this is what real satsang. Satsang is not just listening these talks. Satsang means affection, deep affection with true saint. That is satsang. And here what Shastriji Maharaj has presented that ideal example of satsang. So, in such a way, he earned the abundant amount of blessings. And because of those blessings, Shastriji Maharaj used to say that today, whatever I could do in my life, whatever I could do for Bhagavan Swaminarayan, for this satsang, for this sampradaya, it is only and only because of the blessings of my Guru Gopinath Das Ji Swamiji, Pujapad Narayan Das Ji Swamiji, and all those elderly saints. Because of their blessings, I got those, inspirations to serve this satsang and sampradaya on a large extent. So now next inspiration is Shastriji Maharaj has by-hearted 1400 plus kirtans. In spiritual assembly, we sing kirtans, devotional songs. Shastriji Maharaj by-hearted 1400 plus kirtans. And every day, Shastriji Maharaj used to sing 40 kirtans, 40 plus kirtans. Before he sleeps, he will sing 40 plus kirtans and he will sleep. So, this shows his extreme devotion towards God. Nowadays, it is very difficult. Students can sing kirtan, but if they have to sing alone, they can't sing without singing, right? So this shows his devotional qualities, that he has such a deep connection, devotion with God, that he has consumed this many kirtans, he by-hearted, and he's singing every day. And next to that, Shastriji Maharaj also by-hearted 700 shlokas of Srimad Bhagavad Gita within 18 days. There are 18 chapters in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and Shastriji Maharaj by-hearted those 18 chapters within 18 days. Total, there are 700 shlokas. So, actually, those who by-heart Bhagavad Gita, they can understand what does it mean. Actually, by the grace of Pujapad Elder Swamiji, even I also have by-hearted Bhagavad Gita once. Right now, I don't remember full. So, when I by-hearted, it took 1 year to completely by heart entire Bhagavad Gita. All 700 shlokas to by heart, to remember and to revise. It takes around 1 year, right? So, but Shastriji Maharaj, even having busy schedule of satsang activities, Shastriji Maharaj has by-hearted 700 shlokas of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So this could be, example for the students that such kind of hunger should be there to learn, and such kind of, focus should be there to by-heart. Actually, everybody can do this. Question is, we don't have that level of focus, so we can't do. But if we develop that kind of laser sharp focus like Shastriji Maharaj, so it is possible, right? Now, next one is, this is also climax of his devotion, that within 10 years, he has chanted 11 crore mantra jap, Swaminarayan Maha mantra jap. How many crore? 11 crore. If you do chanting regularly, then you will understand what does it mean. If you want to reach at least 1000 in a day, 1000 mantra jap in a day, then also it takes lot of awareness, alertness. Only then you can do 1000 mantra jap in a day. But here Shastriji Maharaj has done 11 crore mantra jap. When Shastriji Maharaj were doing, how Swamiji would be getting time? Every day Shastriji Maharaj used to sit in morning puja 3 a.m. What time? 3 a.m. When entire world is sleeping in the deep sleep, at that time Shastriji Maharaj wakes up at 3 a.m. and sits in the puja 3 to 5, 2 hours every day. Shastriji Maharaj will perform puja, will do chanting. Likewise, how many years? 10 years. See, it is easy to start. Am I audible? Hello? Am I audible? Okay, fine. So it is easy to start, but it is very difficult to continue. Sometimes, we also start so many good things that yes, I will do now onwards puja, I will start mantra jap, I will do Dandvat Pranam. We start. But after 3, 4 days, when nobody is there to ask us, when nobody is there to remind us, we forget it. But Shastriji Maharaj, can you imagine his solid consistency? 10 years of consistency. It is really extraordinary things, right? So from 3 a.m. to 9 a.m., sorry, I think more hours were there. 3 a.m. to 9 a.m., Swamiji used to sit for the mantra jap and Swamiji used to perform puja. So this is a great inspiration for the devotion from the life of Shastriji Maharaj. Next one is 21 days of Maha Vishnuya. This is Na Bhuto Na Bhavishyati initiative and Mahotsav organized by Shastriji Maharaj Sri Dharma Jivandas Swamiji. Shastriji Maharaj was the head of Sri Swaminarayan Temple, Junagadh, Gujarat. Swamiji was the head. Swamiji was the Kothari of that temple. So, under the leadership of Shastriji Maharaj, in that time, ancient time, I think in 1970, sorry, 1968, Shastriji, sorry, 19, I forgot the exact year when Shastriji Maharaj has organized this 21 days of Mahavishnu Yag. In this Mahavishnu Yag, more than 5 lakhs people attended. In 1945, Shastriji Maharaj has, performed this Mahavishnu Yag. As you know that in 1945, what was going on? World War II. So for the peace of the world, Shastriji Maharaj organized. But at that time, it was very difficult to think that for 21 days, we can call people throughout the regions around and perform such yagna and devotional all activities. It was very difficult. Even though by the grace of Bhagavan Sri Swaminarayan, Shastriji Maharaj could do that 21 days of yagna, and this was the record of the Swaminarayan Sampradaya. Till now, this record is unbroken. Till now, never ever any Mahotsav is done of 21 days. Till now, it is not done of 21 days. So that was a big benchmark of Shastriji Maharaj in Swaminarayan Sampradaya. And by this, there was a echo of Swaminarayan Sampradaya in the Gujarat. Now, next one is a message from the Almighty. When Shastriji Maharaj was performing this such a huge yagna, can you imagine 5 lakhs people within 21 days when thousands of people are coming every day? We have to feed them, we have to give them prasad. It is not easy to arrange everything. So Shastriji Maharaj was worried about the supply of rice and sugar. So Shastriji Maharaj was getting that tension that what will happen and how will we able to provide enough food for the devotees who are coming for the yagna, coming for the darshan of God. How shall we do this? So Shastriji Maharaj was having that worry about that. Meanwhile, at that night, Bhagavan Swaminarayan gave darshan to one Brahmin Pujari. There was another small temple in Junagadh. In night, Bhagavan Swaminarayan gave darshan to Pujari and said that you go and convey my message to Shastriji Maharaj. So that Brahmin Pujari was actually having some pain in his leg, but even though with that pain, anyhow he reached to temple and he approached to Shastriji Maharaj and said that I want to talk you personally in private. And at that time, Shastriji Maharaj was very much busy. Shastriji Maharaj was alone organizing everything, so much busy. But even though Shastriji Maharaj was having that great passions, that okay, fine. Uh, Wait a moment, I will give you time afterwards. So after some time, Shastriji Maharaj, with respectfully, he said that Bolye, because he was Brahmin, so Shastriji Maharaj having that great respect for the Brahmin. So Shastriji Maharaj said, yes, what is the matter? So, do you want something? Brahmin said, I want nothing. I just want to convey the message of your God. Shastriji Maharaj said, what do you say? Yes, last night your Swaminarayan has given me divine darshan. I am blessed with the divine darshan of Bhagavan Swaminarayan. And he conveyed to you that tell Shastriji that don't worry about rice and sugar, everything will happen appropriately, and make sure that you are keeping the right people around you and wicked people away from you. This is how this Brahmin Pujari has conveyed the message to Shastriji Maharaj. Shastriji Maharaj, overwhelmed, got the tears in his eyes, and he thrilled by this message of Bhagavan Sri Swaminarayan. And really, dear devotees, when we are doing for the God, God is just doesn't help us. God is right with us. Whatever happens, He is there to take care of us. So in such a way, Shastriji Maharaj was doing this yagna. So Bhagavan Swaminarayan was helping Shastriji Maharaj. But how Bhagavan Swaminarayan helped to Shastriji Maharaj? Next day morning, to everyone's surprise, 300 bullock carts from different villages came to Junagadh temple. Everybody is surprised how these 300 bullock carts came. Can you imagine 300 bullock carts? Just imagine tomorrow morning in our Gurukul, 300 trucks in the row they are standing. How do you feel? And how it is? 300 trucks are standing in a row, right? So it was very amazing. It was a miracle. And it was not the time when phones were there, mobiles were there, that we can call and we can inform and we can communicate. No, we can't do anything. We can't convey like that also. But by the inspiration of Bhagavan Sri Swaminarayan, those people they might have felt that okay, let us go to Junagadh and let us bring something for the temple. Likewise, 300 devotees with the full of rice and sugar and other grocery items, they came to Junagadh temple and they have make out the yagna of Shastriji Maharaj. Now, next inspiration is victory over sleep. During these 21 days of Maha Vishnuya, actually, once devotee asked to Shastriji Maharaj afterwards, when Gurukul happened and all, that Swami, when 21 days of Yagna was going on that time, who was in your support? Who was in your help? So Shastriji Maharaj said that Gunatitanand Swami and Gopalanand Swami. It means that presently no other saints were having that much, giving that much help to Shastriji Maharaj. Of course, there would be some jealousy, there would be some, many other things. So, alone Shastriji Maharaj was organizing this entire yagna, and for the 9 days, Shastriji Maharaj did not sleep. And this is not ordinary achievement, ordinary discipline. If we just don't sleep one night, afterwards our mind will not work, our brain will not work. Even if we just slept 1 hour less, then also our mind will not work smoothly. Why? Because sleep is the food of our brain, sleep is the food of our intelligence. But Shastriji Maharaj, for the 9 days continuously without sleep, untiringly, Shastriji Maharaj kept on working for these 21 days of yajna. And because of that only Shastriji Maharaj could accomplish 21 days of this Mahayagna. So that was a great inspiration that Shastriji Maharaj has overcome victory, victory over sleep. As Swamiji's name was Arjun, right? Arjun. Arjun also has conquered the sleep. And Shastriji Maharaj also has conquered the sleep. Shastriji Maharaj is the Arjun of Bhagavan Sri Swaminarayan. The next inspiration is Shastriji Maharaj has built 169 temples. During his entire lifespan, Shastriji Maharaj has constructed 169 temples. Like how nowadays we are having different Gurukul branches. Previously, when Gurukul was not there, Shastriji Maharaj used to travel one village to another village. If there is a temple, Shastriji Maharaj used to re-establish or renovate it. And if there is no temple, then by the support of those devotees and by the guidance of Swamiji's, 169 temples were constructed by the untiring effort of Shastriji Maharaj. And then comes the inspiration of the great work, the extraordinary work which Shastriji Maharaj has done, that is Sri Swaminarayan Gurukul, the rise of Gurukul. How will our future generation be without sanskar? Afterwards, when these 21 years, so 1 days of Mahayagna completed, and then Swamiji has little exited from the temple and that leadership, and Swamiji went for the pilgrimage of Himalayas. During that time, Shastriji Maharaj has seen this scene around Rudraprayag that one Guruji is teaching scripture, Vedic shlokas, Raghuvansh shlokas to some of his shishyas. By seeing this picture, Shastriji Maharaj got inspiration of Pravartaniya Sadvidya Bhuvi Yatsu Krutam Mahat. This is the divine statement given in Shikshapatri by Bhagavan Sri Swaminarayan. So, propagate Sadvidya across the globe, which is the greatest deed. That is the greatest Satkarma, greatest Punya. So, with that inspiration, Shastriji Maharaj came to Rajkot, and in 1948, 11th May 1948, Shastriji Maharaj has established the first Gurukul at Rajkot. I'm not explaining too much because already we have taken this to our training sessions also, and many times you have gone through this history. So I'm just concluding in short. So first Gurukul of independent India started with only 7 students, but right now at present there are more than 1,20,000 alumni of our Gurukul organization, and currently, to all of your proud, 40,000 plus students are studying at a time in all our different branches across the globe. So it's a great achievement that when it was begun, there were only 7 students, and now 40,000 students are studying at a time in different branches of Sri Swaminarayan Gurukul. So now, before Shastriji Maharaj was acquiring the land, so one government officer, he asked to Swamiji that why do you need a land? You are Swamiji, you are sannyasi. What will you do with that land? Do you want to open factory? Shastriji Maharaj smiled and said that yes, I want to open a factory. So he said, really? What kind of factory you want to open? Shastriji Maharaj said that I want to establish a factory of manufacturing true human beings. There is a factory of cement, there is a factory of steel, there is a factory of many products, but nobody is producing this, right? So Shastriji Maharaj said that I want to establish such Gurukul which produces the real human beings, which produces the ideal citizens for the nation, ideal son for the parents, and ideal devotee of the God. So with that vision, Shastriji Maharaj has established Sri Swaminarayan Gurukul. And here is what I would like to salute this Ayachak Vrat of Shastriji Maharaj. What is the meaning of Ayachak Vrat? Ayachak means not to ask anybody. Shastriji Maharaj was having that one commitment to himself that I will follow this Ayachak Vrat. I will never ask money from anybody. Otherwise, you might have seen that many, such religious people, they come to house and they ask that, okay, we are doing this temple. You give us money for the funding. They come and they ask for the money. Shastriji Maharaj said, no, I will not beg before anybody. I am not a beggar. I am a saint of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan. If I want to beg anything, I will beg to my Bhagwan Swaminarayan. But I will not beg to anybody else in this world. So that shows his deepest, utmost faith in Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan. And it is not easy. Sometimes, we have very broad minded thoughts that if we start asking, we can expand faster, we can do more work, we can get the speed. Shastriji Maharaj never compromised with the values, never compromised with the principles of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan. He never thought to expand anything or to do anything at the cost of principles of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan. That was Shastriji Maharaj. He said that I am a saint of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan, a supreme lord. If I will beg before my God, but I will not beg before anybody. So that was such a extraordinary Ayachak Vrat. And my dear devotees, my dear Gurukul family members, even today also, our eldest Swamiji Sadguru Sri Devoprasadaji Swamiji in 1994, when Swamiji came to Hyderabad city, when Gurukul was not there. At that time, Swamiji was not having any money, any resources, nothing. In zero resources, in zero money, our eldest Swamiji Sadguru Sri Devoprasadaji Swamiji has established such a great empire of our Gurukul. Shastriji Maharaj established Gurukul tradition, but it is the only our eldest Swamiji who has multiplied that mission of Shastriji Maharaj worldwide. Within last 25 years, our eldest Swamiji has established more than 25 branches across the world. And that is also by keeping this Ayachak Vrat, not giving this up. With this Ayachak Vrat, our elder Swamiji also never asked before anybody that we have this project, we are having this branch, so can you do this? Can you give money? Never. When devotees come and if they give voluntarily, it's okay. Then we accept, that's okay. But Swamiji never said that we want, never went for the funding. Never, ever. So still that tradition of Shastriji Maharaj, that principle of Shastriji Maharaj is still being continued by our elder Swamiji and in our Swaminarayan Gurukul organization. Now, next inspiration is transforming and shaping the life of students. See, the amazing trick of Shastriji Maharaj was there that when Shastriji Maharaj used to attend the assembly, how Shastriji Maharaj used to shape the minds of the students. That was amazing. The trick of Shastriji Maharaj was far advanced. It was not that Shastriji Maharaj was having, old-minded techniques. Not at all. Swamiji was far advanced. So once upon a time, what happened that construction work was going on, and all of a sudden one snake came out. So normally, what happens when snake come out? What do we do? Whenever we see snake, whenever we see scorpion, what do we do? Either we go away or we kill them. So these students were there, and this snake was a big snake. So they, frightened, and everybody were going here and there. And meanwhile, one student threw a big stone, and with that stone, that snake was dead. Afterwards, everybody came back. But anyhow, this issue reached to Shastriji Maharaj. So whoever was the hostel in charge, Swamiji, he started, scolding to these students that you are not taking care. Don't know that we should not kill anybody. Bhagwan Swaminarayan said in Shiksha Patri that we should not kill any living beings, any animals. Likewise, they started to shout on the students. Even Shastriji Maharaj also was there. Shastriji Maharaj didn't say anything. In evening assembly, Shastriji Maharaj said that tomorrow I am going to follow fasting. Everybody is surprised that why Swamiji is going to follow fasting tomorrow. Swamiji said that today in our campus, in our Gurukul, we have committed violence. Anyhow, serpent has come, snake has come, but we should not kill anybody. We should be away from them, but we should not kill any living being like this. Knowingly, we should not kill. So, those students and Swamiji said that Swamiji, it is our mistake that we have killed that snake. Please forgive us. We will do fasting. Then Shastriji Maharaj said that no, it is my mistake, not students. And with this, and next day Swamiji has done that fasting. Even students also kept fasting. But with this small incident, students, strengthened that value that now onward we should not kill anyone. There is one more Rishi. I just came to know one incident. Yagnavalka Rishi. So Yagnavalka Rishi once said to his shishyas that some what was there? I think some shishyas have some clash. So Yagnavalka Rishi did not say anything to them. So some shishyas came and said that Gurudev, these shishyas are doing like this, like this. You should say something to them. Then Yagnavalka Rishi said, the moment I see someone doing wrong, I correct myself. The moment I see my shishyas doing wrong, I correct myself. This great sculptor of our Indian culture, this great Rishimuni, Shastriji Maharaj was such, visionary saints. They were knowing that how human beings get shaped. They just doesn't get shaped by keep on knocking them. They get shaped by realization. So this is how Shastriji Maharaj used to transform the lives of the students. Now, next inspiration is Shastriji Maharaj was so much merciful for the needy. And Shastriji Maharaj has always been ready for the social services and Swamiji's kind contribution to floods, earthquakes, and natural calamities. Whenever such kind of natural calamities happen, Shastriji Maharaj always helped the people. Next inspiration is Shastriji Maharaj was the pioneer of special yatra train. At the age of around 70 to 75 years, Shastriji Maharaj used to have such a special yatra train. And under his leadership, at the 70, 80 years, Shastriji Maharaj was working like a young saint. Seven special yatra trains, and it was not the time when all facilities and everything was there. Nothing was there. In spite of all discomforts and obstacles, Shastriji Maharaj used to organize this special yatra train for the devotees and for the people. Why? On this regard, they will come to Gurukul, they will know about Bhagwan Swaminarayan, and they will do devotion of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. For that reason, Swamiji used to take such a big risk and load on his shoulder. So Swamiji was the pioneer. Till now, nobody used to have such kind of special yatra, but Swamiji has initiated this special yatra train. Then next inspiration is that is very much divine inspiration. When 25 years completed, at that time Shastriji Maharaj thought to celebrate Rajat Jayanti Mahotsav, Silver Jubilee of Sri Swaminarayan Gurukul Rajkot. But Swamiji was telling that okay, this is how we should do, and Swamiji was presenting the plans to the all saints and other devotees and all. But they were not showing that interest and enthusiasm. So Swamiji thought that now what should we do? Like, should we do or not? So in that confusion, next day in the morning puja, Bhagavan Swaminarayan gave divine darshan to Bhagavan Sri Swaminarayan. The moment Bhagavan Swaminarayan appeared in that room, today also that room is present in Rajkot Gurukul. Whenever You go to Rajkot Gurukul, you must have darshan of that room of Shastriji Maharaj. There, Bhagwan Swaminarayan appeared. Entire room was filled with the divine light. Shastriji Maharaj also stood up and started doing Dandvat Pranam. And Bhagwan Swaminarayan blessed Shastriji Maharaj and said that don't worry at all. Keep doing. I am always with you. You do, I am with you. With these words, Bhagwan Swaminarayan blessing to Shastriji Maharaj disappeared. Afterwards, whatever darshan Shastriji Maharaj had of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, same darshan you are having right now. This murti is painted after having darshan of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan. Afterwards, Shastriji Maharaj called a painter, and Shastriji Maharaj guided him that you draw like this, like this. Whatever Shastriji Maharaj had darshan of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, to his best, he has painted, and this is that murti of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan. Right now, this murti also is giving darshan in Sri Swaminarayan Gurukul Rajkot. How many of you have gone to Rajkot Gurukul? How many of you visited Rajkot Gurukul? If you have visited, you can just raise your hand like this. If you have visited, okay. Not visited, you will get chance to visit in future. You must have darshan of Shastriji Maharaj's room, which is the which is the witness of all those divine works and contribution of Shastriji Maharaj. Next inspiration is Shastriji Maharaj was the first saint from Swaminarayan Sampradaya to introduce the principles of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan to the foreigners. Till now, nobody, crossed the ocean and went to the other country, and nobody introduced Bhagwan Swaminarayan to other country. He was only Shastriji Maharaj, the one who went South Africa, then America, London, and Swamiji has spread the message of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, principles of Bhagwan Swaminarayan in abroad also. So that was a great inspiration from the life of Shastriji Maharaj. Next one is Shastriji Maharaj was beyond praise and insult. When Shastriji Maharaj went for the Videsh Yatra, first trip to Africa, afterwards when Swamiji returned back to India, Gujarat, so all the devotees and all the saints, they welcome Shastriji Maharaj in a grand way, in a very grand way, showering flower petals and offering flower garlands and having different assemblies. And Shastriji Maharaj is addressing those devotees. It was such a huge respect from all devotees and saints to Shastriji Maharaj. When Shastriji Maharaj got the mic to speak about this trip, at the end, Shastriji Maharaj said that I wasn't angry then, nor am I happy now. Shastriji Maharaj said that I still remember the day when at the same street, many people, when I was doing Gurukul first time, when people were opposing for the Gurukul, that time many people were throwing the stones and gobar and insulting us. That time also, I was not sad, and today also I am not happy. Today you all are showering flower petals and offering garlands and giving huge respect. For me, it is same. Because for me, this insult, honor doesn't matter. For me, what matters is my seva, my contribution in the mission of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan. So Shastriji Maharaj was beyond praise and insult. And in the old age, there was one treatment, there was one test. To have that test, doctor said that we need to have a hole in the heart. We have with that hole, we need to get the blood from the heart. Actually, I don't know exactly what test we call this, but to get that blood test, doctor has to have a hole in the heart, small hole, and from there they have to take the blood and they have to check it. So normally what happens that this cannot be done with the anesthesia. So when this test they have to do, they will catch the patient, their both the hands, legs, and then they will have that hammering in their heart. But For Shastriji Maharaj just closed his eyes and lost in the meditation of Bhagwan Swaminarayan and closed his eyes, and that, without any anesthesia, doctor has hole in his heart and took that blood for the taste. And Shastriji Maharaj even didn't, move also, didn't speak, didn't shout also. What does it mean? It means that Shastriji Maharaj was not living as a body. Shastriji Maharaj was living as a soul, as an Atma. Shastriji Maharaj was living a Brahmrup life, was having such a strong Atmanishtha. So, such was the greatest saintly quality of Shastriji Maharaj. And next inspiration is amazing one. And such kind of inspiration, it is very rare to find anywhere else. The unbelievable brahmacharya of Shastriji Maharaj, Swamiji used to say in his last days that I have never got a dream of any woman in my life. This is not an ordinary achievement. And even dreams are not in our control, right? So, such quality of brahmacharya, such level of brahmacharya would be rare anywhere else. So, such was the unbelievable brahmacharya. And earlier also we said, na, Shastriji Maharaj said that the day I became mature enough to understand this, since then, except my mother, no any other woman has touched this body and this chundari of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, this saffron vastra of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. So, such was the unbelievable brahmacharya of Shastriji Maharaj. Throughout his entire life, Shastriji Maharaj transformed 1,51,000 families. All the devotees, even Gurukul students and their families, 1,51,000 families he transformed. And Shastriji Maharaj inspired over 250 saints throughout his entire lifespan. He inspired over 250 saints. And then Shastriji Maharaj said that this is my last initiative, which was that Satsang Sadhana Shibir at Rishikesh. When Shastriji Maharaj came to Rishikesh for this last initiative, it was around for 1 month. Saints and selected devotees, they used to be there every day. They have to do all spiritual sadhana, devotion, scripture reading, and sadhana and tapasarya. Shastriji Maharaj said that this is my last initiative. Now I have concluded my life. Now I am waiting for the God, for Bhagwan Swaminarayan. And dear devotees, on on 5th February 1988, evening 9:36 p.m., Shastriji Maharaj went to the divine abode of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan. And here I would like to say one more important thing which you should understand. How do we know that somebody has gone to the divine abode of God or somebody has gone to the hell? How do we know that he got moksha? How do we know that? Okay, Ishan, he's here. We will ask him to unmute. Yes.
Yes, Swamiji.
Yes.
Swamiji, if the body of the person is very tight or it is not able to move easily or the fingers are not able to move easily, then we can understand that the soul of the body has been not gone to the divine abode of God. But if the body is very easily movable or it is like milk and it is very soft, then we can understand it has gone to the divine abode of God. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely right. So, yes, how do we know? So, it is said in our scripture that this indication we have to check. If you have seen people dying, then you might have observed that after 1 hour, 2 hour, their body will become like stick, like a wood. It will not be movable, it won't be flexible, isn't it? If any animal also dies, then afterwards his body will become very uh, freezed, like a wood. But when Shastriji Maharaj went to the divine abode of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, for 3 days Swamiji's body was there. For 3 days, because devotees from worldwide, they were coming for the darshan. For 3 days, there was no Agni Sanskar. And there was no any kind of special treatment also. No any ice room or nothing was there. In a simple treatment. For 3 days, Shastriji Maharaj body was kept, but there was no any decomposition and there was no any kind of reaction, and entire body was flexible and smooth like butter. That is the exact indication that he has reached to the divine abode of God. Not only Shastriji Maharaj, after Shastriji Maharaj, many Swamijis in our Gurukul, like Kothari Swami, Hari Prasad Swami, Narayan Bhagat, and recently our Lakshminarayan Dasji Swamiji went to Akshardham. Their all body were in the natural form, in the flexible form. What does it indicate? It indicates that they have reached to the divine abode of God. So this is very good indication. So how do we know, was he a real saint or a fake saint? Even throughout the entire life, somebody can fool the world. Somebody can fool the world for the entire life, but when he dies, his reality will be exposed. And it happens. And it already happened. So, but you should have this identification sense that you can identify that this is the sign of a soul who went to the hell, and this is the sign of a soul who went to the divine abode of God. So, Shastriji Maharaj's body was such flexible in the natural form, and this is how Shastriji Maharaj went to the divine abode of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan. And one more thing, today also this incident witnesses in Shastriji Maharaj's room, there is one clock. Today also that clock is there. The moment Shastriji Maharaj left this mortal body and went to the Akshardham, at the same time, that clock also stopped. That clock also stopped. And which was that clock time? 9:36. Even today also, if you go to Rajkot Gurukul and have darshan of that clock, today also that clock has the same timing. Afterwards, we did not change that clock, we did not change the timing, it is same as it is. Today also it is there. So this is how Shastriji Maharaj went to the divine abode of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan. So conclusion is Shastriji Maharaj was the legend of supreme mission of Supreme Lord. Shastriji Maharaj was the legendary sage of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan. Like Arjun has fought for the mission of Lord Sri Krishna, similarly our Shastriji Maharaj fought for the mission of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan, lived for the mission of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan. So, as on 28th June, we are going to celebrate Shastriji Maharaj's birth anniversary, the Founders Day. So, on that occasion, today, by the wish of our elder Swamiji, we have tried to flash over the inspirations of the life of Shastriji Maharaj. We pray to Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan that we all feel proud of Gurukul, we all feel proud of Shastriji Maharaj, and we take the inspiration from the life of Shastriji Maharaj, and we continue the same principles, values established by Shastriji Maharaj, and we spread the mission of Shastriji Maharaj. With this prayer at the pious feet of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan and our elder Swamiji, we conclude our today's satsang. Thank you. Jai Swaminarayan.